Fully on land. You are in the heart of the country. You're in Nebraska or Kansas. It is unfortunately going to be pretty rainy. And this is in addition to the rain we've seen over the last couple of days. So it's just locked in place with this very rainy weather pattern. If you're in a spot like Oklahoma City, we actually have a little more potency to these storms. Notice we've got some lightning that's moving in as we get closer. A lot in Oklahoma, you're going to start to see some bigger pockets of some heavy rain at times. Rainfall rates more than likely close to, let's say, 1 inch to 1.5 inches per hour. But that's enough to be a bit of a deterrent if you're heading out to the roads. Taking things down to Lone Star State, for Dallas, you're actually free and clear. A lot of this moisture is just a little bit south of you. If you're in Waco, a lot of this is actually building on the east suburbs of Waco. Now, this is also where the Baylor Bears are, so a lot of college students are fully back in school, and so this will be something that maybe will wake you up a little earlier than you wanted to on a Sunday morning. I can guarantee you in college, I slept in till the afternoon on a Sunday, okay? But unfortunately, a lot of that lightning could potentially wake you up, and notice that the lightning is kind of growing a little bit, especially in this core. So that's where we could see potentially some gusty winds as well. Kind of taking things as a whole and a step back, if you look at the last 24 hours, a couple of spots have actually seen close to 3 to 5 inches of rain. So we are waterlogged, super saturated, which is why we have that threat for flash flooding today, and that will also extend into tomorrow. The big trigger behind this, Michael, is this low pressure system and that attendant cold front. It's kind of a slow mover, and it's in some ways targeting portions of East Nebraska, northern Kansas for multiple days. So we'll see some rain, we'll see some lightning, but thankfully not really talking about severe weather with this.
It's that stationary boundary, too, that is just kind of sitting there, it's sagging somewhat, and that is just the mechanism for a lot of these, as you mentioned, repeated showers, repeated thunderstorms, day after day after day. And it's one of the reasons you look at our flash flood outlook, it's a 2 out of 4, and it basically stretches from Omaha, which got super soaked the day before, and, it's kind of down that corridor through Kansas City. And it's a repeat and repeat day after day of rain.
Yeah. I mean, this is how things are going to spell out for folks who maybe are in Omaha, Nebraska, out towards Lincoln. That's where the University of Nebraska is. In Lincoln's also the capital. At times, the rain will back off. It may just be a light drizzle, but really for the majority of the day, you're going to have at least some kind of precipitation kind of lingering in the area. Some of it a little bit stronger than others, especially as you head into the afternoon and evening. You add a little bit of that daytime heating, a little extra instability. Going in through Monday and into Tuesday, we'll dial back on the intensity of some of the rain, but still going to be there. And then we jump down into Texas, where we're dealing with a flood watch. And unfortunately, that does include portions of Kerrville, where the Texas Hill Country, very prone to flooding, known as a flash flood alley of sorts for the United States.
Yeah, and it's not just that. We have flood watches, but we also have flood warnings that are in place. Like as we speak, both Hill County, Texas, and then Limestone County, Texas, both in the Texas Hill Country. That runs through at least 9 o'clock Central Time. So again, it's 6 o'clock right now. You have that going on for the next couple of hours. A couple of those rivers, creeks, and streams could overwhelm the water could overwhelm the banks there. So yeah, be mindful of it. Haley's showing us where exactly that's located. And again, slow moving, but that deep and dark red, that indicates heavy, heavy rain.
Yeah, that's actually where I was showing you guys a little bit earlier, where you have a little extra lightning. So that's showing you more intense thunderstorms. This is just outside of Waco, but still enough to be impactful for the university. Waco is more of the sprawling area. A lot of this south of Corsicana as well. But it is a fairly traveled interstate, especially for those of you who are traveling from Texas over into Louisiana. I've traveled that road quite a bit. You kind of travel up through I-35 and then cut out towards the east there. So that's going to be an impact for you guys. That flash flood warning lasting until 9 a.m. Central.